Yeah, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Chelsea FC Jingles once again. We're here to preview the Brighton versus Chelsea match that ended one goes to two in favor of Chelsea FC. Yeah, it was very tough match to watch, and it was very exciting. It was a disappointing moment to see the Chelsea captain being red carded. Some people felt it was an unjust red card um, because Lamptey, the former Chelsea academy boy, uh, it wasn't given any card for his poor tackle on Rhys James, but um, that's the football rule for you. In football, you don't retaliate. So Rhys James retaliated. So when you retaliate in football, most cases they don't pay attention to what caused the the whole thing. They just act on that retaliation and that's it. So I guess that was why Lamptey wasn't awarded any card. So well, we move on. We're happy we got a win. At the end of the day, we got a win. So it was a very good result. Like I said yesterday, it's gonna be very easy. I knew I said yesterday that we're gonna win that game because that it was gonna be easier for us than Nottingham Forest. So because we've done two over them this season, including the preseason, making it three. So today made it the fourth one and a double in the league. So big up to our boys and the coach. Yeah, thank you, Rich Moneymakers. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, big up. We are in top six. Not bad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's top six. It's not bad, and we can still make we can still take it up to fifth position as well because we'll be we'll be if we are able to beat win our next game and then hoping that maybe Tottenham drops points, then we'll be able to make fifth position. It's not impossible. Yeah, thank you for coming up. I just shared the link in case you are available to join the live show. Yeah. Wow, Beaumont has five centuries. So that's oh well, I hope we can utilize that. Yeah, back in the days when teams like that have injury, that's when we go there and we goof. But right now, Chelsea is firing on all cylinders, and we are different from the Chelsea we've been in a while. So I'm hoping I believe we can still win Bournemouth too. I believe we can still do it. So we went into the match today with the same 4-2-3-1 formation. It was George Petrovic in goal, Marco Kurela on the left, and then Bernard Badiashile as centre back with Trevor Chalobah and Malo Gusto. So Conor Gallagher and Moses Caicedo at midfield pivot. Then Mihailo Mudryk on the left, Cole Palmer in the middle, and Noni Madueke on the right. Then Nicholas Jackson as the striker. So we had Christopher Nkuku on the bench, Raheem Sterling, Rich James, Thiago Silva, Leslie Ogochukwu, and Cesare Casade. Yes, Rich Moneymaker, yeah, yeah. I'm touched into with all these performances. Yeah, I'm touched in. It's only better for us to leave him to continue what he's doing, and then so that we can have the team play together as a unit against the next season. Yeah, thank you so much. I love that. Yeah, I'm touched in as well. Yeah, so Yeah. So like I said earlier on, we went in with a 4-2-3-1 formation. So we're one man down before towards the end of the game. And reviewing the coach uh, post match interview. Yeah, he gave credit to his boys, and the coach gave credit to his boys. That's Mauricio Pochettino. He he talked about the 3 points giving us guarantee to go into Europe, but it's not done yet. If Man U wins Man City in FA Cup and we finish sixth, it's not guaranteed. So we have to keep make sure we win the next match, so that when we win the next match, hopefully, maybe Tottenham drops points, and then we can get fifth position. So if we get to fifth, then Europe is confirmed. But if we don't get fifth, then we have to hope that Manchester United does not win the FA Cup. So and then so Pochettino also said that he was not able to see the Rhys James tackle. I think I think the red card was unavoid it was avoidable. All what Rhys James needed to do was not to retaliate. He got carded for the retaliation. He ought not to have retaliated, and then maybe by then Lamptey would have been awarded a yellow card or something. So yeah. I get Sheffield is very very stubborn. Yeah, I know that about them. But the thing is, they are relegated already. So maybe they might not really be motivated. I don't know, but that's what I just think. They might really not be motivated, but let's see how it goes because they are already relegated. They have nothing to fight for anymore. Yeah, so we never can tell. So like I said, Rhys James' card was very avoidable, and then Pochettino also said he was very conscious of what he wanted to say, so that he was not his words were not misconstrued by the media. So he said it clearly that he has to he wants to be careful so that they don't twist his words. So he talked about Mudrik that he had a concussion and that the rule is when a player gets a concussion, they have to be rested for 7 days. So we are not going to see Mudrik again for the season. He has to be rested for 7 days, but the coach said they don't know the situation of or they don't know the situation for now, but it's just a concussion, and he's hoping that it's nothing serious. So okay, Rich Moneymaker said it's their last home game, and the players are playing for their futures. Okay, yeah, okay. I hope I hope they pack the bus because if they pack the bus, that will frustrate it will frustrate Tottenham. Yeah, and they might really not get anything. Maybe they will just manage to get a draw. Yeah, he also he defended Jackson, and I'm very happy about that. He talked about the fact that Jackson is 21, and that he had just come from Spain, trying to settle into the league. And I like the way he talked about Jackson not having played as a number nine for too long before coming to Chelsea, and that's very 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 important. A lot of people do not um, consider that when they want to criticize Jackson. Um, Jackson was playing as a winger, so he only played few games as a striker from Spain. So so far so good. Jackson has he hasn't done bad. Yeah, he has lost a lot of chances, but then overall he hasn't done bad. So he said he defended Jackson and reiterated his support for Jackson. Okay, Newcastle confidence shocked and Brentford might beat them. Yeah, yeah, but their results doesn't really matter no more as long as Chelsea wins. If we win our game, their result will not really matter anymore. My fear now is, but if they still drop points, it's still good for us. Yeah, but then we need to win our game, and we need to win our game. That's the most important thing. So and then he said he talked about Chelsea's team not being his own team. That Chelsea team is not his team. Yeah, that for you to refer to a team being the coach team. I like the way he speaks his mind gradually though. For you to refer to a team as a coach team, then the coach must have been able to implement his philosophy. He must have been there for a long time, and the coach must have been part of decision making. He must be the one who choose who comes in. The coach must be involved in the player recruitment. So that's what he was trying to say. So he made reference to Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. um, those two coaches stayed very long on their job. And then he said, okay, maybe the only coach who has a team now, maybe Pep Guardiola, because he too has been there for quite some time. And I think Jurgen Klopp also, we can say he's in charge. He has a team. As long as a coach is not in charge of who comes, he doesn't have a say in who comes in. He feels that you cannot call the Chelsea team his team for now until after a while when he's been able to implement his philosophy completely and then he's in charge. So he talked about the fact that we have to adapt to the circumstances. So it's not about trusting the the him and the players, but trusting the process. So yeah, I like that. So we should do mid block against Bournemouth and counter attack them. Absolutely. Yeah, because they are a very stubborn team. They are spoilers as well. We can't just allow them run around anyhow. Yeah, we have to, and they too can be quite. They can be attacking too. They have the capacity to attack when they want to. They've been okay. We need to take them very serious, but I believe we can beat them. I believe so. I saw a comment about the Zabi when he talked about Chelsea having an expensive team, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, he's finally giving us our flowers because this guy doesn't really respect us when he's to talk about us. He even wants to talk about the fact that we took their staffs and they are still strong. He did that last season, but now he indirectly gave us some bit of respect. So in that situation, so he said he was proud of his players and that as a coach, for you to be referred to as somebody who is in charge of the team, you have to be involved in recruitment process. So Christopher Nkuku and so talking about Christopher Nkuku after the game, yeah, he was excited to score his goal and he was happy to have that chance to celebrate because he couldn't do that in the two previous goals he had scored. I recall that we lost one of them. When you score and the goal doesn't bring about 3 points. That's why he was able to seize the opportunity to blow his balloon today because his goal put us ahead to like to 2-0. So yeah, I just want to say respect to Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United. They really got our back. They dropped points when we needed them to do by losing gallantly to Crystal Palace, and then they also lost to Arsenal when we really needed them to lose to Arsenal. And then today, that we needed them to step up against Newcastle United. They also did the same. Yeah, they've really tried for us. So I hope next season we can also help them by trashing whoever they need to concede points with them. And then if we are meeting such a team, I hope we are able to beat them. Yeah, for make it work for them. Yeah. From my contact, the sporting directors have been told keep Poch to show stability at the club. The sponsors think we might get in top four. Yes, absolutely. That's what I think too. I think I also think that I think that we will be able to get to top four next season. It's very very visible because all we need if you see responding to Rich Moneymaker's comment, if you see what this guy have done, Pochettino, you realize that only he was told in the pre-match conference that only Arsenal and Manchester City have gained more points than us in the second half of the season. So I mean we've literally gained more points in the second half of the season than any other team. So and he was very happy when he had that. He was like, "Oh, you guys are telling me something positive, you know." So if we continue like this, we'll be very sure of getting top four next season, and that will really be good. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, sporting directors have been told to keep push. Yeah, yeah. I would rather even fire the sporting directors than fire Poch. You know. Yeah. So yeah, if we have hope of getting to top four. Very very absolutely correct. So there's no point sacking Poch. If they sack Poch and things go worse, then they're gonna get in trouble. And if you and that's true because sacking Poch again will really make them look like Roman. So apologies to use that word, but then they promised not to be a hire and fire owner initially. So sacking Poch now will take them back to that. So and then I I'm really excited that these guys are really coming around well now. So we had only one yellow card in the game. The yellow card was for Moises Caicedo, and so how the game went was we made at the start of the game we were able to um let me see. Okay, we had 46% possession. So Brighton took they dominated us eventually. So Brighton had two shots. Sorry, Brighton had two shots on target. Chelsea had six shots on target. Um, Shots off target. Brighton seven, Chelsea three. Uh, Two blocked shots. Chelsea two. Sorry, Brighton two. Chelsea four shots blocked. So the possession 54 to Brighton, 46 to Chelsea. Corner kicks 4 to Brighton, 6 to Chelsea. Offside 1 to Brighton, 1 to Chelsea. Fouls 13 fouls to Brighton, 14 to Chelsea. Yellow cards 2 to Brighton, 2 to Chelsea. Maybe that was Rhys James. Then red cards 0 to Brighton, 1 to Chelsea. Throw-ins, 14 throw-ins to Brighton, 5 to Chelsea. Crosses, 30 crosses to Brighton, 13 to Chelsea. Counter attacks, 2 to Brighton, 3 to Chelsea. Goalkeeper saves, 4 to Brighton, 1 to Chelsea. Goal kicks, 3 to Brighton, and 7 to Chelsea. So, okay, it says from the last 28 games, we would be third in the league. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, we really need to keep this guy. So, for us to be able to maintain that stability. So Cole Palmer got the first goal after a very beautiful cross from I think he was Malo Gusto. So yeah, and was it Malo Gusto? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he got a very good cross from, and then he put it in the net. It wasn't an easy ball to head into the net though. And one annoying thing was the fact that Brighton is always bringing Danny Welbeck to come and play against us, and Welbeck is always getting the goal. It's very annoying. But the consolation today was that he didn't get a win. Last season he came from the bench and got 2 goals against us. Brighton was very aggressive against us, and I don't think Brighton players like us. No, they can't like us because we've been taking most of their staffs. We took their best player for Cucurella was their best player 2 seasons ago, and then we took Caicedo, who happened to be their best player last season. So it's like we always come after their best product, so they wouldn't like us in any way. Yeah, it's very obvious they don't like us. But the good thing is we got that win. We got that win over them. So Mihailo Mudryk was substituted at the 42nd minute after the collision that gave him concussion. And then Noni Madueke was substituted on the 69th minute for Raheem Sterling. Christopher Nkuku came in for Mihailo Mudryk. And then 69th minute Noni Madueke came out for Raheem Sterling. And Malo Gusto came in for Rich came in sorry, Rich James came in for Malo Gusto in the 69th minute. In the 90th minute, Nicholas Jackson came out for Thiago Silva after the red card. And Conor Gallagher came out in the 90th minute for Leslie Okuchukwu. And then Cole Palmer came out for Cesare Casade. So the midfield was packed in the 90th minute. I guess that's why we're able to survive the extra 10 minutes that was added. So if we observe the game, we'll see that what's his name? Malo Gusto, when he came out, it was Noni Madueke that was supposed to come out at that time. And then I think he signaled to the coach that he was feeling pain. So that's why he was taken out. But I'm surprised the press didn't ask the coach about Malo Gusto. I didn't hear them ask about Malo Gusto. It was only about Modric. So I hope it's not something serious though, because Noni was supposed to come out for his James to go in, but then they were able to spot Gusto, indicating that he had a pain, so they changed that decision immediately. So Raheem Sterling was another person who got a yellow card. Yeah. So we're using Cole Palmer to help build up our revenue. Yeah, he's building up everything, our revenue and our points, our integrity. He's building everything. We have taken a lot of their staff and we didn't give them coal. Yes, we didn't give them coal. Yeah, but they made money from us in Chelsea because, of course, Chelsea it's a better team, a better pedigree, a better history than Brighton. So Colwell will be very happy he's playing in Chelsea, and he'll be very happy he made that decision. I think what happened to Colwell back then was because he talked about the fact that Tuchel didn't speak to him, so he felt respected by that, and that's why Cole didn't want to come back to Chelsea until they spoke to him and guaranteed him he was going to play. So and then he changed his mind. So otherwise he was ready to go settle in Brighton. So for the player ratings, we have Josh Petrovic 6/10, Malo Gusto 7/10, Trevor Chalobah 8/10, Bernard Badashel 7/10, Cucurella 7/10, Caicedo 7/10, and kudos to Caicedo and Cucurella. Both of them they did very well despite the boo. It was a lot of booing on them, and they did very well. So Gallagher 7/10, Noni Madueke 6/10, Palmer 8/10, Modric 6/10, Jackson 7/10. From the substitute, Nkuku 8/10, James 4/10, Sterling 6/10. Thiago Silva not applicable. Leslie Okochukwu not applicable. Cesare Casade not applicable. So Chaloba defended very well and he's starting to become a leader. Yes, and Cucurella same level to have a future. Absolutely. That's why I think we don't really need to waste money to replace what's his name, Thiago Silva. If Fofana was reliable, we don't even really need to sign anybody. But I understand Chelsea has reached agreement with I've forgotten his name, the guy from Fulham who is going on a free transfer. It's good. We are getting him for free, so and he has some Premier League experience, so it's gonna be a good addition. So nothing needs to improve, but we see a future for him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's struggling with consistency, so maybe he just need a little bit of bench, like it happened to Sterling. But I'm not really upset with him because he doesn't really earn much. The only reason why fans are upset with Sterling for with his inconsistency is because he earns over £300,000 a week. Noni doesn't really earn that much, so we can afford to put him on the bench to get some sense and come back again. Yeah, um, so going to our next game, like I said, against Nottingham Forest, it wasn't gonna come easy, but I believe we're gonna win. Same way I had a confidence against Brighton. I think I want to believe we have what it takes to beat what do they call them, Bournemouth. Yeah, the last game. Gallagher is doing well in the midfield. Absolutely, Gallagher has been doing excellent. Um, and I think he does better there than playing up front. That's my opinion, though. I don't know. So that's to show that when Enzo is back, he has to get some level of consistency too. Because some people think, oh, we don't need Enzo, but the thing is, the fact remains that uh, when Enzo is playing, what he contributes, nobody can. When Gallagher is playing too, what Gallagher contributes, nobody can. So what Caicedo contributes, nobody can. So the three of them are just very different from each other, and they contribute to the team in different ways. So and then the Brighton captain, Dunk. Shout out to him too. Dunk is a Chelsea fan. He was born and raised a Chelsea fan. He never hide it. He's from a Chelsea family, and I um, I even had that. Okay, he idolized John Terry from his childhood, and then he named his family dog Didi as a form of respect to Didier Drogba. So and as growing up, his family dog was named Didi. So he's a Chelsea fan too, and he's always been quite good. So we are still concerned about Badia Shield defending awareness. Yes. If there's anybody that I might want to get rid of in that the back line, it's Badia Shield, but I still like him. I think he's still gonna come back better. Maybe he's struggling with one or two things. That's when when Cucurella had that is very poor run. Then it was discovered that he had some issues. His house was broken into, and settling down was a bit tough for him. You know, those kind of thing. He had some family issues too. So we don't even know what this guy is dealing with. Because most of these footballers don't talk. They don't say nothing until later you start hearing it. So we don't know what the problem is with him, but hopefully he's able to get back in shape. I like Badiashile, and the only thing I don't like to see him combine with Axel Disasi. Yeah, as long as it's not combining with Disasi, I'm cool. Yeah, Badiashile does well with Silva. Yeah, but he won't have Silva next season. Absolutely, he won't have Silva next season. But I think next season we'll have more option. The guy coming in from Fulham, if he comes in, um, Badiashile might have to struggle for place, and or maybe he's able to work on himself over the break and during the preseason. So if he's able to do that, maybe he's gonna come back stronger. Uh, yeah, but he won't have silver next season, but he might be able to come back. Because I was actually thinking he's that guy that will step into Thiago Silva's shoe, but right now he's very, very, very far from it. He's very far. That shoe is too big to be handed over to him. Yeah, Pochettino knows his team and who he can trust. Absolutely. So all we need now is for the fans to keep trusting him and supporting him, and the owners to give him that support and everything. Yeah. So, rich money makers. Which are you based in the UK? Where's your location? Yeah. So, oh, okay. Poch has won Sterling. Okay, UK. All right. Okay, that's very good. Yeah, that's good. I used to live there too. Before I moved from there. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one of the things you miss: access to those matches, uh, access to you could just decide you want to go see a match live and all that. I miss that too. I miss Stamford Bridge. I haven't been to Stamford Bridge in a while. The most recent time I saw Chelsea play recently was during the preseason. I haven't been able to watch them from home, but I'll do so soon by God's grace. Not the coming season though. Maybe the season after the coming one. Yeah, I'll visit the bridge again. Yeah. So yeah, let's. It will be good to have you on the show. Anytime you have a chance, maybe I'm planning like a review after the season end, like a review show of the player performances and the ratings and the expectation for the next season. So I'll keep in touch with you about that, so that it will be good to have you on the show then. So we ending the day with at least with excitement. Another 3 points in the kitty. Now we are, I think it's a 60 points. Yeah. Oh no. Let me see. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, we now have 60 points. Yeah. Yeah, 60 points. Yeah. Thank you very much. Great show. Thank you so much. Yeah. Like I said, would like to have you on the panel very soon. Yes, 60 points. So if we win the next one, we end at 63, which is not really bad because we barely scaled through 40 the other time, just some few points above 40 when we're trying to avoid relegation. Like, okay, let's just get that 40 points. We've been through roller coaster though. I can't believe there was a time we were all saying, "Oh, let's just make 40 points. If we get 40 points, we'll be sure we are not relegated." But here we go now. One more match to go, and we're on 60 points. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it will be good to have you on the panel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate you. And then hopefully we see again for the pre-match. I'm gonna come live on Saturday for the pre-match show. I think our next game should be on Sunday. The last match is always being played on Sunday. So if we, yeah, hopefully, let me be sure. Yeah, Sunday. So yeah, all everybody will play at the same time. So and I will come on Saturday, but I will schedule the game. Yeah, our women won. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. It's just sad that they lost out of the Champions League, but at least they are still in contention for the league, and I wish them all the best. Very lovely ladies, and they'll be having a very good coach too, coming in at the end of the season. So I expect them to be able to sustain their good high level performances. So and then there's a news today that Jose Mourinho is going to Fenerbahce. So you know, when they start bringing rumor about people that are going to take over, we don't want nobody to take over. Poch to stay in, but at least we know that Mourinho is not going to be part of them. He has agreed to join Fenerbahce. It's a Champions League team, but that depends on if the former owner is able to win the board election. Yeah, so we're using the women team for our success too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they've been the only one that is very consistent, and unfortunately, they are not really making money. So we have to look for how to help them to make some money so that they can be sustainable. Thank you so much, Rich Moneymakers. I really appreciate you. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Since you're in UK, you're in early hours of Thursday, so we are still towards the late hours of Wednesday. So yeah, enjoy your day while we have a good night here. So I'll see you guys again on Saturday for the match preview for Chelsea versus Bournemouth. It's gonna be a home game, so and the home run has been good, so there's hope. Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, have a good night. Yes, we talk again. Thank you. Respect to you, rich money makers. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.